This morning, I had a cry for no particular reason. I was just journaling after watching a few of those vignettes from Reflections of Life, and some of them are very, very, very poignant. And I was just journaling and like talking to my soul. I write to myself, I guess, in my journal. I don't know. And I was just asking my soul what it needs and what it wants. And tears just came for humanity. They're going to come again. For humanity, sure, for my dad who passed away, sad and alone. When he died, he was going through a major depression. Okay, I'll just let the tears flow. And he died alone. He drowned in his swimming pool alone. And it make watching this channel, Reflections of Life, makes you think about life on a deeper level. And the central thing is that we're all here, but we don't know why we're here. We don't know how we got here. We really, and yes, Mom, I know you believe in an afterlife, but we really don't know for a fact. We don't know. We can hear stories, we can make assumptions and guesses, and maybe good guesses and our best guesses, but we really don't know. And I just think, my dad died miserable because of this deep depression, and the antidepressants didn't help him at all. And then I think life is sad, it's suffering, but it's also joy, it's also beautiful, it's both. It's the good and the bad, the yin and the yang, the pain and the pleasure and the suffering and the joy and everything. So the older I get, the more I think about life deeply, and I keep going back to, I started to seek when I was young, from about 16 onwards, like what is the real meaning and purpose of us being here? Or what am I supposed to know while I'm here? What am I supposed to do? What is the point of me being here? And it's a question we each need to answer for ourselves. Why are you here? You, a unique, amazing, fantastic individual who happened to stumble upon this channel, you're watching this now. There is something only you can do, only you can say, your unique voice. And now I'm starting to see that my weird way will resonate with someone, but it won't resonate with thousands of people. It'll resonate with this group of people, maybe thousands, but there'll be a whole lot of people that will just think, what is this old lady going on about? And then there will be a few people who will go, oh yeah, that voice is something that I can hear. So we do need every person and every voice and every expression of every human being. We do need it. We do. We really do. But a lot of people, myself included, will bury our voice, get lost under all the layers of shoulds and should nots and things of life, and the paying the bills and taking care of the children and worrying about this and worrying about that, and legal shit and financial shit and health shit and all the worries. And they're real. I'm not saying they're not real, and we must attend to them. There's Yogi sleeping in the background. But besides all of that, or alongside all of that, there is something our souls want to say, I guess. My soul wants to say something, but I still haven't found the right mode of expressing it. I think I'm trying here on YouTube. I'm getting there. My main channel has been hit and miss, fumble this, fumble that. Like, there's so many different themes in my videos that I still feel I haven't found my voice. And maybe I don't have a voice. Maybe I have many voices, many topics, many things. And the central theme is me trying to be helpful. Maybe that's it. I still don't know. And then I think, yeah, but you should know. You need to know. You can't be on YouTube without knowing what you are going to say. What do you stand for? What do you represent? What are you trying to teach? What are you trying to tell? don't know. Other than I want to be helpful to other humans. And that is a very big driving factor. And then I think, where does that driving thing come from? Why do I want to be helpful? But I just do. I don't know why. I just want to leave the world slightly better or just offer something because people have helped me along the way. Other artists, poets, writers, creators, content creators. Sometimes you'll just you'll come across a piece of content that just touches you. And then you sit down and you think to yourself, I'm so glad that person took the time to make that, to write that, to record that, to sing that, to whatever that. And when you come across that, those artworks, you are touched, you are changed, you are moved, you are grateful. And so I guess I pursue with YouTube, whether it makes money or not, for that reason. I keep on, even though I feel like YouTube, like all social media, can be very superficial. And there is a lot of superficial stuff. And there is also a lot of stuff that makes you feel like you're not good enough, like you're not measuring up. There's a lot of hustle culture, do. You need to change, you need to improve, you need to get better at this. You are wrong unless you do these 5 steps. There's so much of that content, which sometimes I'm getting sick and tired of it. But I also know that there are voices on YouTube that are real and true and honest, and channels and spaces where they have removed their mask and they are just themselves. And then that allows me, it gives me the permission to just remove my mask and be myself. So I guess with the second channel, that's the main attempt, is just me being real. So hopefully I at some point take the mask off. Oh, and it's scary. It's scary because if you are rejected with your mask off, that hurts. That freaking stings, because now it's you bearing your soul getting rejected. Whereas when you have your mask on and people reject you, like, oh, well, they just rejected my facade anyway. It wasn't the real me. It's okay. I'm still safe in here under the layers of makeup, hairstyle, image, persona, money, status, blah, 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 whatever. But when you bare your soul and you get rejected, that stings. That shit stings. And the fact is, there's no guarantee. I can bare my soul and someone can still put a comment here and say, what an idiot, you such a whatever. Of course they can. It's a free country, they can do it. I can remove the comments. I can respond to the comment. I can ignore the comment. But the truth is, if I'm making vulnerable content on YouTube, which I want to do because that's only way you can help people is by bearing your soul, then I have to risk that deep hurt, that true hurt. So here I am risking it. And I wasn't sure about sharing my tears today. But then I thought, we are all fragile underneath it all. We are all, I think most of us, no, I think all of us are walking around broken-hearted. Sure, I'm going to get teary again. Broken-hearted because all of us have had pain, struggle, suffering. We've all been hurt deeply. We've all been disappointed. We've all, I think, over a certain age, lost loved ones to death. Yeah, and so I know the nature of being human on this planet is suffering. It is, along with the joy. And then I was crying because my son is entering a world full of suffering. He is going to experience a lot of pain. He already has. And I can't protect him. I just cannot protect him. But all I can do is let him know that he is strong enough to survive the pain, which I know that I am strong enough to survive anything, oh, excuse me, that life throws at me. We all are. But a lot of us are terrified because we don't think we are, because when we were young, it was shut down. Don't cry. Toughen up. Boys don't cry. Girls don't cry. Adults can just get through it all. And we do not allow ourselves the space and the time and the breathing space to just feel the feelings. The feelings won't kill you. Your feelings will not kill you. I know this. And I'm sure a lot of you know this by now already, but you can just sit with them, feel them. You don't even have to do anything. You really don't. And it's good from time to time, I think, to tap into that existential pain that is there. It's just there. I feel it often. And then we go about our lives and then we forget. And that's also good. It's good to just go about your life. You can't sit in this deep pain all the time. I mean, this would be ridiculous. Can you imagine every day I wake up, remember the human condition and cry? No, I mean, that would just be ridiculous. It's just something is happening. And maybe it's because I've stopped, canceled my gym contract. And that's allowing some shit to surface. And I don't know why. No, I do know why, actually. When I self-reflect, I know why. The gym for me was a journey, and it took me into spiritual places, but also into ego places. The body, sculpting this body, which is very temporary and very superficial. And it also was like, well, if I can have this body, I'm better than. I'm putting myself in an idealized position in society, because then women will say, oh, look what she did. How can I achieve that? And then I come from this position of, let me share my knowledge with you. Let me share my wisdom. Or let me share, I don't know. I guess I just believe that if you look a certain way, you'll get more eyeballs on you. You might be more successful. You'll earn more money. You'll get more love. You'll get more attention. Whatever. Truth is, that is all a bit of a sham. It does. I mean, obviously, we see the fitness influencers, and they get a lot of attention. I mean, you only have to look at that bodybuilder on YouTube. What's his name? The guy that's got over 1 million. Oh, old age. Can't think of the name now. It'll come to me just now. Where he just does his daily vlogs. And he's this big guy. Anyway, and you get all these fitness athletes who they're doing well on social media. So, you kind of think, well, I need that to get the followers so that I can share something. And then I always thought, well, but maybe I can also share something real. But the thing is, you've either got to share only about the body and the superficial, or you've got to decide, I need to take the mask off and say, you know what, this is temporary, and this is not the truth. This is not what matters, this physical thing, because it really doesn't matter. It's just a vehicle for expression. And go deeper. And I think that's where I'm at. I think I'm at that point now where, and I think quitting gym has made me realize that, you know what, movement is wonderful. Exercise, I mean, the body wants to move. It wants to express itself through movement. So I'm not saying don't move, don't exercise, don't release through the joy of movement. But I think, for me at least, because I started off going to the gym for fitness competitions, to get in shape, to get on stage, there's always that attachment, and it just keeps me body focused, but not in a deep way, in a slightly more superficial way. Mirrors, how do I look? How do I look? How do I look? So, all that to say, movement itself can bring you so much joy, but you need to disconnect the movement of your body from how I look, how I look. So dance, running, whatever, hiking, biking, cycling, swimming, those things can all be fantastic when they help you connect your soul, because physical movement takes you out of your head and it takes you away from worry and, the mind going, or at least for me it does. It takes me out of my mind, and I'm quite as you can hear, you can hear it. I'm this deep thinker and a warrior and like a little philosopher from young. I've been this way. So all of that to say that I think my main channel will probably go in a slightly more soulful, spiritual, deeper direction, along with all the other stuff I have to say. And I don't know how that's going to sit with all the people that just subscribed because I made a video on how to get skinny. Because, I used it, it was clickbaity, even though my advice, like I said, solid advice, but it's not really what matters, truly, truly, truly. However, I think I will find a way to segue into something a bit more soulful from that. I'm sure I'll find a way. But for today, I just wanted to bare my soul to you guys and just say, we're all human, we all feel pain. And I really hope that, like the lesson, I think is, I don't know, like when I think about my dad and his life and how he died, the lesson I want to take is to just continuously embrace the joy, even through the pain. Life is shit a lot of the time. It is hard. It's so hard to be human. It is so freaking hard. No one told me, or I just didn't know. I didn't know how hard it would be. Being an adult is, oh God, it's just rough. But along with that comes all the good stuff. So to keep finding the joy in all the hardness of being an adult, it's so hard to adult. And I'm 46, nearly, not quite. I should know this. Like I should get this adulting, but I don't. I don't like it. I don't want to adult anymore. I just want to be a child. But yeah. So I invite you to maybe think about when you're on your deathbed or when you are dying, between then and like where you are now, just mull over what will happen in between and how do you want to be? How do you want to be? What do you want to do with what's left? So this is what I want to do. This art, as you can see, I'm an artist. These are my paintings in the background, which I painted for background for YouTube. And so, yeah, what do you want to express while you're here, along with taking care of the bills, along with the work, the job, and any job that you currently have? If you need, I mean, we all need to have a way to make money. How can you just bring a bit of soulfulness into that? Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't know. I think that's all I have to say today. I love you. I see you. We're all in this together. This human condition is weird. But see you in the next one. Bye.